How do you build a tiny cabin for a mermaid who's living her life in secret under the radar? Well, hold on a minute. Let me show you. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Justamomthatsims. I'm KT, and I'm here today for a tiny cabin build. This is for season 4 of my 90-day Fiancé Sims 4 edition season. So I'm going to give my disclaimer. I am not editing my voice in this. I am still under the weather, so forgive any sniffling, coughing, also my slow southern United States drawl. So back to the bill. This house is for Marina Sedna. She is the 26-year-old mermaid who's originally from Sulani. She's now living in Glimmerbrook because she is living in a world where the Sim government has found out about a coast and they have started capturing any that they come across. Marina's family, her mom, dad, and little brother have been taken. She does not know if they are living or if they're being tested on somewhere in a facility, but she is hopeful that she will be reunited with them. However, she has been living under the radar for about 2 years now. I'm building this tiny cabin, and my goal is to keep it under 100 towels. Now, you may be looking at the towel count, which shows 62 out of 64, and say, well, you're way under. You're in the second tier. But let me show you what I'm building, and you'll see what's going on. So I struggle with roofing. I've been honest about that. So bear with me as I find one that works. However, I am doing this cabin to have curved walls on the front only. I am going to have 2 bedrooms. The second bedroom is very tiny. It's 2 towels by 3.5 towels. That half count is coming from that curved wall, cutting off a piece of the towel. I'm putting a bathroom in the middle. It's going to be a full bath because it's going to have a bathtub and everything. And then her master bedroom. And I am using 2 packs. I'm using the base game plus the horse ranch pack as well as the cottage living pack. That will be all of the wallpaper, flooring, furniture. However, when I get to the end of the build, I am going to put 2 stone artwork things up on the wall, and they do come from the Jungle Adventure pack. One of them symbolizes water, and so it's important to me to put that up there. And then I'm going to use my modded cookbooks to put on the counters. But other than those 2 things, everything else will be from those 2 packs plus the base game. Now, I do feel like cottage living and horse ranch blend together really well. It also blends together with the Sulani Island Living, but I'm not using that pack this time. So you can see I've gotten a placement for the bathroom. Hopefully we can use the tub like this. Please ignore that toilet. I'm going to replace it. My filter came off when I used my dropper tool, but I am going to put a toilet that is, there you go, from the packs that I said. Now, I know I want to have the kitchen in the back of the cabin and the living room up front, and I just got to think of a way as I build of how I want to show some separation between the two. But I am going to use these cabinets from the horse ranch pack, and I'm going to go with green. I tried to have walls that I didn't want the cabin to look run down. If you look at the flooring, you can tell that these hardwood floors have seen better days. So I wanted the walls to not look fancy, but look good, if that makes sense. So I am going to put cabinets up. My goal is to use Marina's almost her entire budget because she earns her living from gaming. She also will work side hustle jobs where you could just go out and do those odd jobs to collect funds. The reason Marina does not work full time is because she doesn't want to register with the Sim Social Security agency or anything where you would have to pay taxes because she doesn't want her name on the registry. And right now, the only thing that she has as an advantage is that the Sim government didn't know any mermaids' names. They just found out about them, and vampires and werewolves, again, those aren't in my game. However, spellcasters are. They found out about them and they just learned about certain signs that you could spot. Again, they have specialty scanners that they have developed to figure out who's a magician or a spellcaster, but they have not developed that technology for mermaids and the other occults yet. So no one knows her name, and she is a princess in her world, or was, but she's got to stay under the radar. She doesn't ever want anybody to connect her name to her being a mermaid. Now, that's funny saying that because looking at her name, Marina Sedna, but whatever. So anyway, I'm gonna put this bed from the Horse Ranch pack, just finding a soft swatch that fits her because Marina's a girly girl, but tough. She's tough, she's strong. And those two things absolutely coexist. So finishing up the bathroom. Normally I don't show me decorating because it takes me a long time. But I figured that this is as quick is you'll get decorations of any kind from me or furnishings at the very least because it's such a small, tiny cabin. Now, Marina has been wanting to move. How she ended up on 90 Day Fiancé is she was looking for friends on the Meet and Mingle app. That's a Lumpanu modded app. But she was hoping that she could find the next place to go. Not because anything's happening here, but she's getting nervous staying in this place for too long. This is the longest she has stayed in one place, and she has been here for about a year and a half. Those first 6 months after her family got taken, it was tough. She moved a lot. Every few weeks, she moved, she moved, she moved. She rented a place for a week or two, and she would move. But she has avoided Sulani, Tartosa, and Tamarang because that is where the government feels like mermaids are. So this square on the front is going to be an overhang. I'm going to remove the walls because it's going to be a very tiny porch. But I think I am going to put half walls on the side just to give it a little more character because I'm definitely going to put columns up, but I still feel like it doesn't give it enough character. So I think the half walls will set this off perfectly. I do like these columns. I really like the log cabin look. But as I'm filling this in, yeah, these walls are it. I'm going to put her a nice rocking chair, and it's going to be colorful. Yeah, I think blue works. And I'm going to leave the other side bare because she might want to start doing some painting or something. When I finish, I plan on her having hopefully around 500 simoleons. The next thing that I am going to do. She needs pets now that I'm sitting here talking and thinking about it because even though she's been chatting for a little while with Ashir, she is lonely at home. It's quiet. She doesn't have friends. She's got one friend that has not been captured, and we will meet her hopefully at some point during the series. But obviously, she doesn't want to come visit. She doesn't even want her friend to come because they're scared that if they congregate, that they may get caught. This chest I'm putting out, it looks like something that comes from Atlantis or underwater SeaWorld. So the story behind it is that her father had given her this chest, and so it's one thing that she hangs on to it everywhere she goes. And it's a nice size chest, but not crazy big. So she carries it around. I thought about moving the bed against the wall, but, and this irks me, the Sims can sleep in it, two Sims, but they cannot woohoo in the bed against the wall. So I decided to take it out, and I'm just going to switch out the bed I have for a bunk bed. I'm going to put a desk under it, and then she can have her cheap computer. Marina had a nice computer right after she left. She had a few treasures that she took from her underwater home because they sell for a lot up on the surface. However, she only took a few things, and she sold the last of the things she took with her in order to build this cabin. Now she wants to move, but she could sell the cabin and the furnishings, and she could be okay in a new place. She can absolutely access her underwater world again if she needs more treasures, but it's very risky because the word is from the few mermaids that are out free and talking that you could get caught because they're monitoring those areas. They have a secret code that they use online to chat and relay information to each other. So I am going to get thimble. I'm gonna get this pet and put it, oh gosh, beside the stove. It bothers me so bad. But she needs a pet. I also got her a aquarium and put a goldfish in it. FYI, if you did not know, mermaids have a special ability with the aquarium, goldfish, and fish tanks. They can actually talk to them, whereas the other Sims don't have much that they could do at all. So she is going to be able to talk to her fish and talk to her other pets. Yeah, what you see me doing is building a tiny basement. I'm going to put a ladder in, and it is going to go from the living room down to that basement area. Now, why does Marina need a basement? Because she's a mermaid. She really needs to swim. She needs more than this bathtub. She needs some tiny level of freedom, even if it's in a cage, like even if it's a gilded cage. So I'm building her a swimming pool, and this is going to be her sanctuary. I'm making the walls of the pool blue. I'm going to put extra blue toweling and the towels in the pool, because you can put towels in the bottom of your pool. I'm gonna put sand in the little area around the ladder. And it's, that part is a sad excuse for a beach, but it is also better than having nothing. And it's better than most of the mermaids that she has. Like most of the mermaids that she know does not have this. This is a comfort. This is definitely a privilege. So I am building that for Marina. She swims every day when she is not earning funds to live off of. And I do think I'm going to change the border around this towel. Let's do our walkthrough. You can see the whole cabin. This is the whole front area. We'll go to the other side of the wall, but you can see the placement. It does look really homey and comfortable. So Marina is going to walk towards her pet that we have to name this pet. Her goldfish name is Finn. So you can see her tiny kitchen, and she even has her little table that has 2 chairs, which she only uses one at this point in time. So we're going to go next. This is the tiny second bedroom. You can see the bunk beds and her goldfish Fin. This is her bathroom. You can see the towels, and it's just comfortable looking. I love her bathroom. And now this is her master bedroom. Simple, but it is a home, and it feels like home for Marina. And we go down the ladder, and you can see the pool. She is going to go ahead and dive in, and I hope you really enjoyed this build. And remember, until next time, keep simming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye bye.